Welcome back to Hyperbase Revisited, episode number 23. I've done a little bit of stuff between times. I can't remember exactly which, I think one of them was to add fuel. This is up in the fuel one if you're wanting the belt-based version. So I've put in a belt here to just feed fuel to the train, to the plastic train here, as I found that one was running out of fuel, unlike the others which are served properly. I'm not sure. I don't think the coal train needs it. It actually fills up on coal, so it's fine. Also, I should probably jump back on board. And yes, so obviously some more satellites have launched. Oh, this fuel train is off. We're very close to finishing worker robot speed 17. That gives you an additional 65%. Now these are additive, not multiplicative. So with each level, back when you first start getting like worker robot speed 1 was, I think these are all 65%, but they're additive. So you have very slow robots at the beginning, but by the time you've added, we currently have 16, soon to be 17 items of speed up. What's the maths on that? Well, it's quite a huge. It's like, I guess it's like 10 times, but over 10 times speed over what you started with. So it's pretty good. This will actually help save a small amount of UPS, although of course we are getting it's costing twice as much each time, and the effect it has on UPS is an ever smaller percentage improvement. The improvements on mining productivity will help us actually remove miners and reduce entity count, which will probably help more. So if you look at the numbers, 21 at the moment, huh? Okay. Trains are still just 2, which is quite reasonable given the size of this thing. Interesting, Hellmod has a permanent amount here. Electricity network, this is because of the huge amount of solar that we have, and also just because we're just so big. Construction manager, this is probably mainly due to outstanding unbuilt areas. But entity update 13, yes, the only thing we can do there is to actually reduce the required number of entities, the entity count, to get this number down a little bit, or get a better PC. That would also work. That would work quite well even. Why am I going in there? I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. So we want to finish off this copper in low density structures. That would be the plan for today, which is way down here. This is where we're trying to build it. We're going to make use of all the material here, which is something we can do. To build a facility that sort of wraps under here and joins in here. We also want to fill out this one, mainly because we need this for both yellow science and the space science. So it's fairly important. I think this is it here, is it? It's fairly important to get this done. Yes, that seems to be about right. I don't know why I have so many variations of this. Why don't I get rid of you? Just to have a few more items along here. So what I need to have happen is, well, obviously we're killing all the rest of this, but these here are the copper train inputs, which actually are probably going to need to be, you see how they're sort of, this one is lower because the tracks come in lower. That is not going to make as much sense when it's feeding over here. We're not going to need to do that so much. If anything, it would work the other way around, perhaps. Although it really probably doesn't matter too much. All I really need then is a copy of one of them, I guess. Yeah, there goes one right now. Why are you not going anywhere? Because there's a train along here somewhere. Or a signal that is not open for you. Oh, there's copper in here already. Okay. I guess that's fine. So what we're probably going to end up with is... am I going to lock these into... like the top one does this one, the next one does this one? I probably am. There's no point in having them access multiple at this time. Alright. In that case, what I think I want to do... that's not the one. This is the one up here. Let's get that. I think I want all of this. Might skip the trains themselves. Let's just get that. Oh. Rotate, rotate, rotate. This is the direction I want it to go in. And yeah, I probably want it more or less here. Actually, it could probably be this far forward. There's no reason not to. Okay. Looks like there's some PowerPoints in the way, but aside from that, whoops, I need to hit shift to make this happen. There we go, and I'm just going to place that guy there for now. This one, yeah, we can leave that. So, Spidertron, I want you to come down here. Fortunately, this is a reasonable distance, so it shouldn't cause too much trouble. I should be able to use the Spidertron's batteries to basically pick up the first segment of this. Yeah, that's right. So I decided I needed 4 coppers, right? Let's just reconfirm that one more time. Yes, I need 4. Well, I don't really need 4. I need 3 point something, but they come as a whole thing like this. So these 2 will only feed into that one, and of course Blue Science. And the one I'm building now will feed into this one and this one. I think Spidertron is here. So what I can do is, I don't have any bots on of my own. I can basically deconstruct this. And hopefully Spidertron will do the work. I can move him. Oh, I need to be close to see into his... He's got room. I would like to see if you'll lay some stuff for me up here. Apparently not. Alright. It definitely weakens the point of these guys if I have to be sitting in them while they do this kind of thing, but we've been through that before. Maybe there's something, maybe it will be improved a little bit in the version 1 release of it. Auto targeting without gunner. Enable logistics while moving. It doesn't seem to be making a lot of difference, really. So, is that all of the stuff that you've picked up so far? It looks like it, actually. Okay, well, let's come down here. Because I need this one out of the way so that I can put the next set of the copper in. Okay, so I'm guessing your power pod is probably very low now, is it? Gee. And that one is. The storage is gone. Where's the... I'm up here, okay. Look how slow this thing is now. Alright, I need to let that one charge up again. What I'm going to do is this kind of carry on. Where I need my bots. And I need the other armor. And now I can... Oh, I should probably do it inside the jet, because that will make moving around a lot easier. At least we're not picking up a whole lot of resources, because this area hadn't started any actual mining activity. What about these two beacons right here that we've said we want to pick up? Oh, I'm putting them in there, am I? That's not a good place for them. Okay, let's come up here. But it's the same basic thing. It's boxes, furnaces, beacons, modules. Probably a similar number in the end, just different resources going in here and a slightly different pattern. Because there's no pass-through of the iron ore into steel furnaces. I've got power, what's the problem? Oh, the Spidertron's standing there, that's what the problem is, okay. Come out here, dude. How goes your recharge? Hopeless. Well, it can do all that by itself. I'm largely out of stuff now, because the rest of it's sitting in the Spidertron. Alright, in that case... oh, I got rid of that, fine. Let us get rid of all of this. It's my hope that I can pretty much get the LDS up to full spec this very episode. And you never know, maybe we'll even get Worker Robot Speed 17 in the process as well. Let's just have a quick look what we're doing. 5.7 still. Although over a minute, there may have been a slightly delayed delivery of science somewhere, because it seems like it's only just returned to 5.7. But still, 5.1, anything over 5k is pretty good in a vanilla base, even these days. Even without getting to our full potential. I'm quite confident we'll be able to, I'm not 100% sure we'll get to 60 UPS, FPS on this computer, but certainly, I think as I've said before, this is an old computer. An upgrade is definitely something I'm thinking about to get it up to date, because if you're going to do big projects, you kind of need a computer that can handle them, and I do enjoy doing them, so that is kind of a necessity, I guess. And in terms of where I think over the 5 years computing has gone, I'm pretty sure that this order must be sitting in this guy, so it's refusing to pick up these, or it's taking a very long time to change who it's giving the order to, one or the other. We're also out of power, that could have something to do with it. Maybe it's worth my while. Well, I may as well exhaust my stuff if they're all happy. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can get like effectively twice the throughput on more modern hardware relative to mine. Mine being like a 4790K, I think it is, i7. So if I consistently do better than about 30 UPS, my theory would be, on a modern system, I would be able to get 60 UPS. It's only if it drops below 30 that would be causing an issue. I would rather do it on 60 UPS. I mean, that was kind of the goal, so we'll just have to see what we can justify and what seems to make the most sense. Oh, we've got another train that's out of power. Where's this one? This is just near where we are, actually. This is one of the important copper trains. So yes, it's very important that we move all of this so that we can rework the refueling down here so that things like this stop happening and I don't have to manually rush off and deal with the problem like I currently do. In fact, I'm going to deal with it kind of now, because I don't want there to be an issue with the LDS. So I need to go and get some refueling, or some fuel, shall we say. To be able to do some refueling, we can take it from here. I think. Oh no, over here. There we go. That might be too much. Let's just see. 240 was probably enough. Not entirely sure. Out of fuel train. Which one are you? This one. Yes, no fuel. Okay. Oh. How much fuel do you have? Can't tell. It's on its way. How much fuel do you have? You have quite a bit. Relative to the other guy. What about this one? Not close enough. You also have quite a bit. Well, maybe I can spread my fuel across these two. But yes, obviously I don't want to be doing this for very much longer. I just... it's just a necessity right at the moment. The build's not really finished until the mechanism to support it with fuel is also in place. Okay, back to here. Change armor. Come on. Start planting things. No, that's not what we wanted. You stay off. Surely the build will pick up from here. Do its thing. There we go. Maybe the queue already had these jobs in it. Something like that. I don't know. The other thing I do want to do, which I've been doing a little bit of, is redirecting some of these guys to yellow science LDS so that we get a slightly... You're plastic, aren't you? So that you get a slightly smaller load headed over here and a slightly bigger one just to try and even up the sciences again. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's a plastic train, that's fine. Because we don't really need this guy. He's got 121. He's a ways away. But there's a huge imbalance in the labs between the... so 3.5k versus 350 of the other sciences, 3.5k. So we don't really need the science train to keep cycling around quite so fast. Which one? This one here is the one that's about to get topped up. Yes, this one is actually stopped, so it needs to get topped up in a hurry. So where these trains, for whatever reason, wherever they're getting held up, which is probably, sure enough, yellow science, and yellow science because of lack of the LDS, is causing an issue and stopping us achieving our even the 5.7 that we have set up at the moment. That'd be fair to say. How are you going now? We've just got endless charging going on. Okay. What we might do then is travel to where the spider is, which I think is back over here. Get out. Swap over. Maybe it's inserters that we needed. Anyway, swap over our guys, although we could actually have both work at the same time, I suppose. And see if this guy now has the oomph to try and finish this off. Are you out? You're not. Oh, you might be out of productivity. Right. Okay. Okay. Ran out of productivity modules. That's all right. If we need to, we can pick up more productivity modules. Oh, you've still got stuff though, so we may as well let you continue to lay track and deploy stuff. Maybe I should have kept my other armor on. I don't think they recharge properly while they're just sitting. You have to actually be in them. Again, I keep looking at the wrong inventory. And you're looking at prod modules. Wow, this guy's pretty much had it as far as recharge goes once again. Yep, your history. You two are fairly well charged. There actually is a little bit of battery left over. Guess she must be just about done as far as... I'm not actually sure where this is going to have to go. Wow. That, in theory, should give us enough room, but I'm not 100% sure that it does. Oh, these things are definitely in the way. So we need to remove those. Now, what I want to know is, can I fit the other blueprint down? I have my doubts. Oh, it's in somewhere else. It's in wherever I dumped all this stuff. Which will be one of these. That one in particular. Okay, map mode. I think that pretty convincingly gives you our answer here. We need to lose the top half of the guy just below. Otherwise it's just not going to fit. It'll be all over the place, so that's fine. I might just do that first of all. Half at a time to enable these things to handle the storage. Okay, we'll keep using this guy until we run out of room. Or charge. It looks like we've run out of charge. Okay. I guess we'll transfer that lot, get our bots if they've gone in there. They have. Get our bots back. Don't want it to put the wrong things in there. start with that. Yeah, I probably should have just left this armor on while we were doing that from the other guy. As now I have to charge myself up. And you can see just how slow that is, even with 3 reactors. None of these batteries have any power either, do they? Nope. Oh, don't waste your resources down there, dudes. Alright, Spidertron must have a lock on those guys. So I'll come over here. Do the same sort of thing. That was my, okay, I'm good. Whoa, there you go. Robot, we should have actually checked this at the beginning, right? What's this? Oh, map, do we need map mode? Registered networks, player names, achievements, trains, bonuses. That's what I was looking for. I didn't need map mode. So we now have movement speed plus, yeah, there you go, plus 1000%. So it's now 11 times what it was at the beginning of the game. That's pretty good. It might be hard to notice the difference from 10 times to 11 times though. Come on, guys. There we go. All right, the last section. I think, yeah, that should give us enough room to put the second one down. Assuming we ever get over our bot's tiredness. Come on. Now, mining productivity is also at 11 times at the moment. That's what the 100 does. When we get it up to 110, we'll be at plus 11%. And I mean, as I mentioned before, the higher this gets, the fewer the actual miners we're going to ultimately need. There we go. We now have what we needed. Oh, you got some stuff for here. Okay, I'll let you finish this one. I don't know if I've got any productivity modules. No. Maybe I never actually filled out all the productivity modules that were needed from the other. I want to be able to move around fairly fast, so I think we need to swap these guys over in spite of the depowering in there. Let's sort of get into the middle somewhere, I guess. map mode. This here is a bit of a problem. Oh, once again I deposited all my important things over here. Yeah, you can see, so the mining productivity is 1/10 of the cost. One level of it is 1/10 of the cost. So we're getting it advancing a little bit more noticeably, which is good to see. Do I need to be down this end a little bit? Perhaps. Yeah, it's sort of pushing this back, although that means that this bit's... we're probably just going to have to put this in multiple times. You can see all the red bit, which is the bit outside radar range. Slightly annoying. Yeah, it just stops here. There's one thing one issue you don't actually get with something like recursive blueprints. It does all of this for you. I need to be further this way. Oh, it's because of Spidertron, probably. Oh, I don't have my Spidertron controller. Alright, let's back up a little bit. I think that's what I needed to do. All turn blue. Okay. Run along a bit further. And boom. All right. Let's go back to Spidertron. Might see what happens if I swap over armors. Get into Spidertron and see what the combination of the two of them can do. Because presumably, Spidertron, no, he's not fully charged. So he's getting that way. These are not fully charged. So I don't know if these are... Yeah, they're using my stuff for sure, to some extent. I don't know what this has taught me, whether it's just bring a swarm of construction robots instead of trying to do it by hand. It's probably what it's taught me. Because here we go, we're 40 minutes into this episode, and we're waiting on bot charging. Whereas if we'd just had a swarm of construction robots, we could probably have just walked away. They still need to have a robot construction zone. Wow, just look at that. I'm tempted just to pause. Maybe we'll look at what science is doing now. 4.7, yeah, so it's dropped off again. That basically means one row has run out. If it's at 4.7 now. One row has run out and hasn't been topped up, or is getting topped up. What you'd expect. Yeah, the first row, this one's probably getting close. Yeah, 24, 16. So there's two rows that are getting close, and we have a science train, 29,000. It is filling up. It does have some LDS, but not that much. If it's possible, I will tell a train from up here to go there instead of wherever it's going. So this one is going to go to LDS to, like, this is going to go to Silo. So what I think I want to do is tell it to do this one instead, so it goes to this one. It's just a little trick. And you also you go to yellow science because as mentioned earlier in the episode, for these stations we still have 5.8k on that side and 4.1k of the space science, so missing out some space science but getting some more normal science is a good thing that we need to do. Uh-oh, what's the problem here? That's bad. I don't know if I can do this remotely. No. We have uneven science here now. That's very bad. Yeah, it's because we have... This is what happens when you get two... there's actually, if you can see, there's a space science sitting in the hand, so it wasn't able to pick anything up. That's how these things get imbalanced. Which is why I need to try and get the space science down to the same sort of level as the other sciences. Can't get completely out of whack like this. My biggest problem is I have no means of actually measuring how much white is in there because you can't get amount details off the vehicles. If I use something like wide chests, it would certainly help. Okay, after all that talk, are we getting any further here? You could probably go up there. Oh, that's helping. What about you? You actually don't have that much that's useful anymore. Just a bit of rail. Alright then. Where is my jet? Oh, it must be further. It must be up. It's way down here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get Spidertron to walk through this build. Do whatever useful things Spidertron can do through here. Seems to be mainly just rail that it's got. Getting further away from my jet. I'll recover my jet and try and do this the old-fashioned way without a spider. Is there anything to pick up? Yeah, it's not unreasonable for us to have run out of resources, since we do have to remove all of this, not just half of it. There should be some productivity modules. They do exist here. That's just a bit of a cheat. If you pick them up, they are fully recharged automatically. So you can kind of manually improve the bot situation a little bit. Come on, guys, start placing. Oh. No, we haven't thrown away any. They're right here. Come on. You have these things. Come on, start placing. Thank you. Good grief, that was a long pause. What about these ones just up here? Surely you can do them. Okay, perhaps not. We seem to be out of productivity modules. Not sure why we ran out of productivity modules. Doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense to me, but definitely is the case. Right, let's come over here. Okay, let's get back into it. We still have speed modules. So at the very least, all of these things that are flashing and wanting speed modules and the beacons, they should be able to be addressed by you, dude. Come on, let's do it. What about beacons? We're actually out of beacons, okay. There's more here though. The thing is, all of this is going. We're just adding these two, but we're getting rid of effectively 4. Because we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need... So all of this is excess. All of this that remains here is excess, and this one here is excess. So that should actually help this number a little bit. You guys haven't been painted for removal yet. Oh. Our guys are struggling a bit, it would be fair to say. have we got? 4 beacons only. Come on. Come on. I might clear some of this area outside of game time. Oh, sorry, recording time. Just because, I mean, if it's not actually turning into construction, it's just getting cleared out from old build. It's sort of... There might be a lot of this going on. Which is not the most thrilling for me, and probably isn't the most thrilling for you either. Let's see if this is going to help complete this now. Do we have any more beacons? We do. I'm going to check the sciences, how they're doing, because that's probably more interesting than just watching that guy struggle to recharge constantly. 14k, so one of the sciences must have happened. You're still out of LDS. Yeah. Still out of low density structures. Where are you going? You're going where I want you to. Where are you going? You still aren't full because you're waiting on plastic. This is one of the problems if I do direct all the traffic down, is that then this doesn't happen. Then we don't have enough light cracking, so the plastic doesn't happen in quite the same way. Oh good, you're going to LDS. If you're able to fill up. 8k is completely full. You might be able to. How much plastic do you have? Yeah, you should be able to actually. 4k, that's halfway there. You are stuck. You're almost done, and you're going to yellow science. There we go. Yeah. So that is helpful. Alright, let's get back over here. You don't appear to have done anything, dude. Maybe you've done all you can do. Alright. Still have no battery. You still have beacons, and I still see places where beacons can go. Alright, I'll leave you again for a moment. Check on science. Okay, that was an LDS train. Yeah, up to 15k. Guess it takes a while. All these other sciences, you can see they're 173k, so even purple is not having any trouble keeping up. Blue has 430k just waiting. Green has 243,000 just waiting. Red has 177,000 just waiting. So they're all fine. Actually, we do have one that's taken out, and of course any issues with space science that are remaining unresolved. Going to have to do a pass to check on that. I'm hoping that these sciences are catching up on where the space science is at. 3,000. Yeah, that's definitely better. That's a definitely better balance than these ones. 5.6. That's still way too high. We'll worry about that a bit later when we have better throughput here. 23k. Do you have low density structures? I don't think you do anymore, so this is gonna peter out again fairly soon, unless we still have more that are just waiting to fill. Yeah, you're waiting for plastic. You're probably on your way. Yeah, there we go. Here it comes. No, that's the science train. The low density structure train has just unloaded. 26. Is that enough to get this over the line? We get 8k in a low density structure train. That should translate to more than 8k of yellow science due to the prod mods, I think. Let me just check the formula. 3 low density structures make 3 utility. Yes, so it should be quite a lot more than 8k of science. So that should be enough to get this train full, but not the next one. At least that's something. All right. I still see no battery here. Are we out of... We are. We're out. Alright. Where is Mr. Spider? Oh, and let's clear up all of this. Spidey. I think that's him just over here, is it? Yeah, just up here. So presumably you have some beacons left? No. Ah, so this build actually needs more beacons than the old build, maybe. That might be all this thing's good for. Well, I mean, as I said, all of this needs to go so we can steal from another build to get the extra resources we need. Tiny bit of battery there, that's just wonderful. We don't need any of that. Do any of these, some of these have productivity modules in them. Also, I'm more intent on finishing these builds than I am on clearing out what's down below there. That will happen, but it's not what I really want to focus on in this episode. Productivity modules have definitely gone. Alright. It's mainly just productivity modules that we're missing as far as I can tell. Yeah, don't do that, guys. Let's just rip this up instead. Any productivity modules? Doesn't seem to be something that's for. We don't seem to be getting a lot of productivity modules. All right. Let's check down here. Do we have product? We do have some productivity modules down here. So maybe if I stay on the high side, they won't start pushing productivity modules down there, and we can pick up some just by removing all of this area. I could have just asked it to remove the furnaces, I suppose, to save a little bit on the batteries. All right. Where are you missing modules now? There definitely are some. I need to power this up so that I can get rid of all the yellow flashing lights. That is actually probably quite a high priority for me. What have I got? Only 5 big electric poles. That could be an issue. There. That makes it a lot easier to see just the missing productivity modules. We still have 22 in you. All right. I kind of wish there was some option to build like a charging pad that you could just walk something like this Spidertron onto and immediately recharge your grid from your power network. But on the other hand, I also in many ways prefer that you have to build setting up roboports and just having an army of construction robots do the building, which I guess for the next big project we might do. I'll probably do that for the cleanup. Maybe I'll do the cleanup online after all and do it instead of doing it like this with this endless recharging going on. We can do it. I'll supply a bunch of bots and boxes and let the bots sort it out. It's only an issue for a big army of bots when they have a whole lot of raw resources in all the boxes. When that's not the case, they can clean things up pretty quickly. There you go, we've almost done half of Mining Productivity 101 this episode. Not sure what the time was when we got to that point. But anyway guys, I think because we've gone over the hour, I need to wrap this up with our continuous charging issue that we have here. But thanks for joining me for this. Look forward to seeing you next. Bye bye for now.